When Yingling eagerly thought she could have a cozy night with Haruki, Haruki decided to go against the grain and slept on the sofa instead. While showering, Yingling realized she forgot her face wash in the backpack, so she asked Haruki for a little favor. The moment she opened her bag, her jaw dropped. There stood Haruki at the door after passing the face wash, looking as if she lost her soul and frozen. Eventually, they decided to play truth or dare with beers to add fun. The loser must obey the winner or answer questions. They made it clear that if anyone chose the dare game, they wouldn't show any mercy, particularly when it came to personal privacy matters. Hey, but in my opinion, you're the cutest one out of the three. I don't even understand myself. This is downright gross. As the game progressed, their feelings soared like a rocket, and Yingling finally spoke her heart out. Gradually, Haruki stepped out of her world. In the next game, Yingling won, but Haruki dared to carry her to bed. However, she didn't expect Haruki to hesitate, as if following an order, and promptly scooped her up. Yingling blushed deeply. Then they engaged in the final game, where Yingling claimed victory again. After all that snug contact, this time, she opted I am really panicking. What should I do about what you said? It struck Haruki deep inside. She spotted astonishing items in her bag, crammed with all sorts of pills and mysterious potions. At that moment, Haruki couldn't believe this cheerful girl hid a fear of death deep within. Faced with her unanswered question, Haruki chose the dare once again without hesitation. Why not join me in bed? Haruki insisted. That night, they slept together in silence. Next morning, she received a call from Gongzi, revealing her besties' secret. Thanks to Gongzi's quick reaction, it wasn't a disaster. She couldn't understand why she traveled with Haruki. She insisted Yingling explain clearly upon return. They packed and prepared to leave. In the car, Yingling invited her for a winter trip again, and Haruki promptly agreed. Yingling was delighted to see Haruki step out of her bubble, feeling a hint of joy. But at home, she transformed. She was actually waiting for Yingling to send her a message first. After this holiday had passed, Gongzi simply couldn't take it anymore and sought out Haruki, but she responded by choosing silence. Nevertheless, this trip delighted Yingling, so she invited Haruki over under the pretext of borrowing books. As they indulged in the joy of playing video games, Yingling unexpectedly posed a profound question, which instantly filled Haruki with a sense of foreboding, leading her to silently decide to make her exit soon after borrowing the books. At that moment, Yingling hugged her from behind, intending misconduct with someone she disliked. Initially refusing, Haruki recalled Gongzi's words, leading her to ultimately accept. However, the next second, Yingling burst into laughter. It was just a prank, and Haruki felt like a clown, struggling with her emotions. Eventually, Haruki tackled Yingling onto the bed. Initially thinking it was another joke, but seeing Haruki's serious expression made her feel immense. It wasn't until Yingling sorrowfully dashed out that Haruki snapped back to reality. Panicked, she grabbed her bag and left, equally heartbroken. Once she was out, she felt guilty for her impulsiveness. At that moment, the class monitor appeared, casting a suspicious glance at Haruki and Yingling together. Just then, it turned out that Yingling's ex-boyfriend was the class monitor. Yingling heard the commotion and rushed out, making the scene feel straight out of a soap opera. She paid no mind to the monitor's concern and walked straight to Haruki, completely cutting ties. At this, the monitor could only silently exit with his green umbrella. At this moment, Haruki sat, feeling like a joke, muttering not to connect with others, because then she wouldn't burden others. Seeing her negativity, Yingling felt immense pain, believing it wasn't fate. Rather, it was their continuous choices, countless decisions weaving together that led them to meet. Truthfully, Yingling had fallen in love with her long ago. She was filled with fear, worrying that after her departure, Haruki would endure the pain of learning all alone, and that's why she never mustered up the courage to confess her love. Such behavior was indeed inappropriate. I'm so sorry. I truly apologize for earlier. Thank you. Well, the next day was still a beautiful day as they continued to check off the wish list in their journal. But oddly enough, many things were new to Haruki, and their relationship underwent a crafty transformation. However, soon after, Haruki was resurrected due to burial issues, and she worried and visited her in the hospital. But when she opened the door, she saw an astonishing scene. Yingling was doing relaxation exercises, caught by Haruki outside. Seeing that, her cheeks flushed. Long troubled, she felt guilty about the hospitalization. Almost everyone was aware of it, yet she still requested the hospital to keep her condition a secret from others, including her beside Gongzi. They once again dived into a card game when Haruki asked a deep question: what is the true purpose of living? After contemplation, she voiced her understanding, overheard clearly by Gongzi outside. In the Yingling's world, life isn't so complicated. It's simply the joys and sorrows shared among people. It's because of everyone's presence that she's here. Those words seemed to touch Haruki's heart, and Yingling hugged her once more this time. It was no joke. But then Gongzi burst in, reprimanding Haruki. Seeing it worsen, Yingling helped her escape. She received the notice of Yingling's delayed discharge at that moment. She couldn't continue to deceive herself. She snuck into the hospital, but Yingling pulled her out, saying there was a beautiful spot behind. If she didn't bring her love, she'd regret it forever. Thus, Haruki decided to stop hiding her feelings and express them to her, leaving Yingling somewhat at a loss for words. Suddenly, light appeared on their faces, and a dazzling firework burst into the air, illuminating their figures with radiant colors. They were astonished by the burst of fireworks, and then Haruki surprisingly hugged her, their hearts brimming with sweet feelings. Like this story? Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more exciting content.